Karibu Tanzania. This just next on Chronic Fitness, hosted by your guy, Dustin Cook. So today we're going to do a little bit of a different kind of episode where I'm going to talk about my current hosting country, where I am a medical resident in, getting treatment for my chronic conditions. Recently went through about a week or two of a heart scare, which is still unresolved. So if anybody was wondering, I've got a clean bill of health from the doctor. They don't know what is wrong with my heart. We're assuming it's a mild, rare arrhythmia that is hard to capture. It's because it's not a constant thing. So if it becomes severe again, we'll do further testing with like a longer ECG measurement. So, but for now, I've gotten the green light to do whatever my heart pleases, and most likely I'm not going to drop dead anytime soon. So that's wonderful. So today I wanted to talk about the Tanzania slogan, "Karibu sana Tanzania," and what does that mean, and my experience with it. What that means in English is welcome to Tanzania. And, I was forced to Tanzania from Central Asia, Kazakhstan, by coronavirus. At the time in March, everything was locking down, and I had a path to go to Zanzibar, and my plan was to go to Dar es Salaam afterwards, and then use it as a gateway to get to other places in Africa. My end destination was going to be Madagascar, which didn't work out because it got closed off almost as soon as I arrived in Zanzibar. Tanzania is really one of those countries where it's very similar to most places in the world that you'll go, where as a foreigner, a tourist, you're going to wind up having like the taxi drivers bother you on the outside of the airport, and you're going to do your visa and everything. You're going to feel a little bit lost, and you might get price gouged a little bit because you don't know the prices, and you don't have the local language to help fuel you as a weapon. But what I can say is a little bit different from Tanzania is that as soon as you land in the country, they're exhibiting this overly friendly, willing to help. Like they're trying to be helpful, which at first, because I've been to so many places around the world, I'm thinking to myself, how can this be real? This must be a show, a facade, a mask that they're putting on. So after being here for almost a year now, and getting residency, and I went through a lot of visa processes and getting through that, and I've made friendships here. Like, I just wanted to touch on my hosting country and why it's a wonderful place for any of my friends or family to consider to visit, and any of my people that listen to this podcast right now, and why it's unique to the rest of the world. So Tanzania is in Southeast Africa, and my city, the capital city, is Dar es Salaam, which is a port city. So it's warm weather all year round. It rains a lot, and it's sporadic. You go through periods of rain and periods of sunshine, and it's really hard to predict. But it's warm all the time. There's a lot of sunny days. There's beaches everywhere within 5 minutes walk. You can be at a beach, and within a 10 to 30 minute Uber ride, you can be at another beach of your choice. There's tons of options. So you have this nice city beach balance. But the people are what really make Tanzania so unique. This country has almost no history of wartime. They are not a militarized civilization. Being a military veteran is really, it's like a foreign concept to them. They are so adverse to conflict. Like, if they do something that makes you upset, they feel bad and they are get shocked, and then they immediately withdraw from the situation. They're very peaceful people. I've seen two Tanzanians arguing with each other in a heated argument, and they're just arguing. Like it's almost like you see them bidding on an auction. No, 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 going once, going once. Like, no, 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 no. Like when you see people talking about politics in America or something, this is kind of like the what fighting is like here. You know, in my country, if people were that angry at each other, you'd be hard pressed not to see weapons drawn. Here, oh, a weapon is like an unheard of thing. Like the, bringing fists to a fight, you don't see it. I have never seen a street fight here. Nothing. Um, in a lot of countries, as a foreigner, you can be walking around the city during nights and feel very unsafe. Here, nobody bothers you. They look at you, which is normal everywhere, but that's it. Maybe you get the occasional beggar, which is very common. But here, they really want to share their culture and their country with you genuinely. And they're always saying, karibu, welcome, welcome to our restaurant, welcome to our store, you're very welcome. They're always saying it with a smile on their face, and they're so very humble and simple people. They're very um, hospitable, and it's very genuine. When on the day I got my residency visa, I have a very interesting story. I had gotten picked up in the Uber by a female Uber driver, and she had been driving. I asked her, "How long have you been driving an Uber?" And she said, "I've been driving for 5 years." And I was like, "Have you ever felt unsafe in the car where you had to contact the police because you picked someone up?" She said, "Never." I was like, "No way. You've never had a problem with a passenger before as a female driver." By the way, female drivers are pretty rare in the world. Um, so I was astounded by this. I was like, "You've never had a problem?" Never. In 5 years' time, she has never felt unsafe driving an Uber by herself, picking up random strangers around the city. Never, not even once. That is a testament to the culture here. I can't think of another place in the world where you could be a woman by herself alone, picking up random strangers for 5 years and never feel unsafe. That is just a cultural thing here. People just respect each other's personal safety. They don't go to that level of violence. They just have a very peaceful culture here and learn to live with each other in harmony. One way or another, they find a way. And they have a way of helping each other. You can see this even in the city where people are just like interacting and doing things with each other, all helping each other out. It's a very like organic organism. It's really interesting to see. Now, why should you visit Tanzania? Why is it a wonderful place to be? It has no COVID issues here. I'm not going to sit here and say COVID is or is not here, but the border is completely open. You don't have any issues with quarantines or wearing a mask, or any businesses are closed. Life is normal here. You have Zanzibar, which is extremely busy right now because it's an island paradise that is completely open with its own airport. So a lot of people are coming there to travel to get away from the madness in the world right now. About 1 out of 4 people speak English here. The businesses are pretty professional. You can find a nice mixture of international food and local food here. There's a lot of options. If you take a plane, you can be in Arusha and then go do a safari in the Serengeti, or hike one of the most famous mountains in the world, the Kilimanjaro. So there's an array of options to do in Tanzania, and it's a really unique place. It's not the stereotype that I grew up with about Africa, how it's this desolate wasteland where people don't even have water and disease ridden and killing, and everybody's suffering horribly. This is a developed place that's fairly semi-normal, but peaceful and welcoming, and with really healthy, strong food that makes you strong, and a place where you can make locals as real friends that you can trust and feel comfortable around and share your experiences and learn from each other. These people are so interested in foreigners. They want you to learn their language, Swahili. They try to teach you at every point. They want you to be a part of their culture and their country and enjoy your stay here. And you get 3 months when you land for a visa. So it's plenty of time to enjoy your stay in Tanzania. This is a place where you will not regret coming. Even though the journey may be long, it'll be worth it. I really hope you enjoyed this insight of what it's like a little bit to be living in the place that I'm living in my hosting country, Tanzania. And I will see you guys next time on Chronic Fitness.
We got something.